The girl felt something was wrong while she was sleeping. It felt like something was moving under her blanket. When Miko lifted the cover, she was stunned. There was a ghost curled up beside her, calling out for its mother. Miko calmly lowered the blankets again, her face turning red and her eyes welling up. The next morning when she woke up and checked the bed, the ghost was gone. Miko was an ordinary high schooler who had never been into horror movies. She never expected to see anything like that in real life. One night, heavy rain poured outside. Miko had forgotten to bring an umbrella and ended up soaked from head to toe. While she waited for the bus, she received a message from her friends. She snapped a picture of her drenched self and sent it back. They sent back a similar photo, joking around and distorting the image again and again. Then something creepy appeared on the screen. Terrified, Miko tossed her phone away, but nothing around her looked strange. So she picked it up again and everything on the screen appeared normal. She figured she must be exhausted. But the moment she looked up, a huge ghost was standing right in front of her. It stared at her and asked if she could see it. Miko was terrified inside but forced herself to stay calm, acting as if she could not see anything. She had watched a show before saying that pretending not to see such things was the safest choice. The ghost circled her again and again, and after questioning her decided she really could not see it. Then it turned away and disappeared. In reality, Miko saw everything clearly and tears were already running down her face. But things did not end there. When she returned home and prepared to wash up, she spotted a strange handprint on the bathroom mirror. She thought her younger brother must have left it and ignored it. When she glanced back, a ghost was standing behind her, reflected in the mirror. It even spoke to her, asking if she could see it. Miko tried to stay calm, saying her eyes were irritated, but her mind was spiraling. Something was terribly wrong. Even though she was shaking non-stop, she forced herself not to react. She remembered scenes from horror movies where these things would vanish after being seen a second time. But this was not a movie and the ghost was still right there. Miko and the ghost stood facing each other for more than 20 minutes. Afterward, she went to the kitchen, rummaged around and found a bag of salt. She had heard that salt could repel spirits, so she piled it up in her room. It did nothing. She had barely fallen asleep when she realized something was back under her blanket. The next day at school, her friend greeted her from behind as usual. Miko could normally tell who it was, but this time she nearly screamed. Hana noticed something was off. Miko checked the surroundings, and once she calmed down, another ghost suddenly appeared right in front of her and even greeted her. She pretended not to see anything again. After confirming she could not see it, the ghost left. Hana thought Miko had been staring at her and got a strange idea. Hana asked if Miko was trying to confess to her. Miko felt Hana was overthinking things. Later in the locker room, the girls were talking about scenes in horror movies. When Hana heard someone mention a ghost head hidden inside a locker, she got too scared to even open hers. She begged Miko to open it for her. Miko was terrified too, but kept reminding herself that it was all fiction. When she opened it, she told Hana nothing was inside. Miko did not expect there really was a ghost staring right at her. Her face froze with shock. Before she could recover, Hana asked her to grab the phone on the top shelf since she could not reach it. Hana was her friend, so Miko had no choice but to do it. She told herself to just act like she saw nothing. Her face drained of color as she reached in, but she still could not say anything. When she finally closed the locker, her legs gave out and she sat down on the floor. Hana thought Miko was just dizzy. Back in the classroom, Miko had barely calmed down when another ghost appeared. Its hand crawled up the surface of her textbook, then wrapped itself around Hana without her noticing. Miko pretended to lose her balance and pushed the desk away. The ghost inside was struggling to come out. It was about to break free. Miko pretended to feel faint, grabbed Hana and ran toward the nurse's office.